Okay, I found what I was looking for. So I'm going to show you in a minute the now famous Robert Alessi as he is cross-examining Shannon Burgess. Now, Shannon Burgess at the time was an employee of Aperture and was listed on the website as available for expert um, testimony, and he had presented information to the jury based on his analysis of information that was obtained from the computer software within Karen Reed's Lexis. So let me go to share screen, because you may find this. Okay. So remember, in any trial, when an expert is called to give evidence, um, first of all, they must be able to demonstrate through qualifications, training, etc., that they are in fact qualified to do this. Let me go to full screen. I will jump out again as need be. Okay. Watch this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Thank you, Your Honor.
Just want to point out, Robert Alessi,
Good afternoon.
apparently he's in the 70s. Believe it or not.
Shannon with one N. Do I have that correct? Yes, that is correct.
Shannon with one N.
Describe yourself as a digital forensic examiner, correct? Yes, that's correct.
These are his credentials.
Forensics often your analysis. Yes, it is. And would you agree that generally the accepted definition of forensics is something that relates to, that's used in, and is suitable for a court of law?
Correct.
People rely on those credentials, and the credentials are the foundation of your expert opinions and analysis, correct? They can be, yes. They can be, and they often are.
So again,
correct?
This is
yes, they can be
feed from the trial channel that I have permission to use.
And not very important. Yes, again, depending on context. You know that not only your colleagues, but your clients, firm clients, courts, and juries will
hit again.
Okay.
This is still the credentials of
Mr. Burgess,
Shannon.
Opportunity to look at that. I have a question, and that question is simple. Is that your April 2025 meeting? Let me see. Yes, it appears to me. Thank you. And when you've had a fair opportunity to look at it, you just pick your head up, sir. Let me know you're ready. I don't want to rush you, but then I have some questions. Absolutely. Go ahead.
I think we've all got some questions, Mr. Burgess.
In those two exhibits, your two CVs in front of you, am I correct that the first one is November 2024 and the second one is April 2025? Let me see.
Okay, so he's looking at his CV. He's being asked questions about his CV, and he's confirming that the information he's being presented with is in fact a CV.
Ready to visit now? Now, you continue on to your photograph. Are you familiar with Aperture's website that's about you? Vaguely, yes. Are you aware that Aperture has two hyperlinks, one that says CV and one says LinkedIn? Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am now.
And
See, I'm out.
LinkedIn is a professional networking platform designed for career and business.
I'll pause that there. As I rewatched this particular portion of the trial, I was curious, so I actually went on to Aperture's website, found Shanon Burgess, Shanon with one N, and went to click on the LinkedIn, the link to his LinkedIn page, and this is what happens.
Professionals to connect, share content, find jobs, etc. Is that a fair description?
Yes, it is.
And could we also conclude that it's a professional networking platform, especially for private sector firms like Acture, that's used to attract clients or potential?
Yes, correct.
And potential clients include, for example, the Commonwealth of the State of Massachusetts, correct?
Correct.
And indeed, the Commonwealth is no longer an attractive client, but it's an actual client.
Correct.
And that's the status of the relationship here. Aperture is a client of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in this, right?
Correct. No, I was not aware.
Are you aware that now if you try to go on that link, that you can't, that it's disabled?
Did you hear that? So, live during that trial, of this portion of the trial, and this is in 2025, the company that Shanon, with one N, Burgess was employed by, Aperture, had disabled the link for his LinkedIn page. Now it gets even more interesting. I'm going to jump ahead again.
I don't typically view the profile page, so it would have been, I could not tell you.
Do you have any reason to believe that exhibit WW is not on your LinkedIn page? You know, apparently when people are looking at it and what they look
It's
at,
still about the LinkedIn
No,
page.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying generally.
say it appears to be a CD. Can you describe that any further?
Yes. So it's a copy of my CV.
Is that a CD you prepared, sir?
It would have been prepared by myself or Aperture. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the end.
Sorry, it would have been prepared by myself or Aperture. Yes.
Yourself or Aperture?
Correct.
But you had, at a minimum, a role in represents that you received your bachelor's in general science, mathematics, and business administration.
Here it comes.
Right.
That is what it states, but there are a number of errors in that. Yes.
Excuse me.
Correct. So let's go
Number
on.
of errors
So
in the
this
CV.
is the third example. Am I correct, sir? Well, let me.
I'm going to stop sharing there. I really encourage you guys to go back and watch that. So that's on the trial channel, and you'll find the cross-examination of Shanon Burgess. So you heard there that not only did his company disable the link to the hyperlink that took you to his personal LinkedIn profile. But now you're hearing that his CV, which was also on the website, was incorrect because guess what? He does not hold a master's. He put on there that he held a master's. And he put on there that he held a master's in a degree that doesn't even exist. The university he claimed to have obtained the master's degree from has no record of him even being enrolled. And he ends up under cross-examination basically claiming that was his intention to complete that qualification. But it's presented to the public and to potential people who might contract his services through Aperture as these are his qualifications. As a result of the utter embarrassment that occurred during Shanon Burgess's evidence and his actions in this trial, because it went beyond just his CV or qualifications he came to. Shanon Burgess no longer works for Aperture. By the end of the trial, Shanon Burgess was no longer employed by Aperture. By the end of his cross-examination, as I was following it, and I went back onto the website, it was actually not just Shanon Burgess, but all of the people who were working for Aperture had like a watermark across their CV saying not available for expert testimony. So the entire company now was put at risk because of someone like Shanon Burgess. He also had to acknowledge during his evidence that he had gone in and changed his initial report midway through the trial. As he claimed, he became aware that he needed to provide some more information or change the information. And yet his report clearly stated, this is the revised report that he submitted during the trial to the prosecution, that following on from our telephone call and your request, here is my updated report. When cross-examined, and that was highlighted because he said, no, I did this on my own. The prosecution never asked me to amend my report. I saw that there was a problem, and so I did this on my own. And when he's confronted with the fact, actually, it says on your report that following on from our telephone call and your request, and he said, oh, well, that's a carryover error. It's part of his template. So he's just cut and paste that from his template, and he didn't check it. And he holds to the fact that he did this on his own, not instigated by the prosecution. So why am I bringing up these two experts? We have Ian Whiffen from Celebrite and Shanon Burgess, and we haven't even got to his colleague, because that's a whole other episode just on itself. These are presented to the jury as expert witnesses, that they are experts in their field, and the information they are providing to the court and to the jury is to assist them in coming to their decisions. And yet, under cross-examination, their credibility and the credibility of their evidence is undermined. And they have to acknowledge and admit to things that they have done, which clearly present to the jury they were done to support the prosecution's case. They were not acting as independent experts. They were acting to support the prosecution. So again, shout out to the Trial Channel. Really encourage you, if you're really interested, to watch that particular footage. That's the cross-examination of Shanon Burgess, Shanon with one E.